I'm Rishikesh Samant. I'm a reader in this department of geology at St. Xavier's College. I was also a student over here from 1984 to 1987, and I had the privilege of being taught by Professor Jaffer.
My name is Dr. Syed Jaffer Najafi. I have been a professor at St. Xavier's College, and currently I am the head of the Department of Geology.
Dr. Najafi has been my teacher and my colleague. In fact, as a teacher, he was a brilliant one. I still remember the days when he used to come into the class, and just with a chalk, he would do a wonderful diagram and explain the same to us.
I know a bed is folded, but I am working in this area. I have been teaching for the last 30 years in this department.
It was indeed my privilege to be his student. He's one of those teachers who actually believe in making a student learn how to learn.
What about horizontal beds? They don't have what? They don't have dip amount, okay. Anything else? Dip direction they have? No. So one by one we are eliminating everything. Do they have the strike direction? Yes. Yes. What's wrong with this class?
Very good teachers, but they don't do any guiding of research students. Or you would have the opposite. But I think Jaffer has managed to combine all these things together. And so that has been a very nice innings, 29 long years at St. Xavier's.
Our teacher, colleague and friend, Jaffer Najafi is well known and loved for many things. Certainly for the clarity and sharpness of his intellect, for the generosity and gaiety of his spirit, for his indefatigable dedication to his students.
First of all, you are not along the crest and trough, number one. Secondly, even if you are there, you have a lot of, many times you have joints which may not have anything to do with the crest and the trough. Then what?
Jaffer joined St. Xavier's family in 1964 and graduated in chemistry in 1968, followed by his second graduation in geology in 1970, a master's degree in 72, followed by a doctorate in 1978. He's been teaching since 1979 and has been among the teachers with the highest PhD ratings.
As all of you know, I am not made for speeches. It's just that I would like to express my gratitude for, because what I have seen today, it has come literally as a pleasant shock to me. I didn't know that my students would dig that deep into my past. And I don't know how they managed to get all these photographs from. But nevertheless, it is extremely satisfying. It is extremely, I really don't know. I'm at a loss of words to express what I feel today about you all, about the department, about the dear college that I love so much. As you have heard for 3 or 4 times already, from the time that I joined Xavier's in 1964, Father John Correa Afonso admitted me on the spot. We had a different style of admissions at that time. You just come and fill up your forms, go into the hall. Father was sitting there and, why do you want to come into Xavier's? I said, because Xavier's is the best. Okay, pay your fees. That's all. So that is the way it was. And I never imagined that that day would play such an important role in my life. Because I learned everything here. I tried to give my best. I am happy that it has produced some results. And above all, these were the best years of my life. And if I were to be born again, I would again opt for the same life. I can tell you from deep within my heart. That's what I feel. I am very, very thankful to the Jesuit community, because right from the beginning where I've been associated with them, I have been under 8 principals, all of them one better than the other. Then I've had close associations with Father Nasya. I think most of you may know him, an excellent teacher. I did learn a lot from him, how to address your students, how to get the love of your students. In a seminar that we had at the St. Xavier's Boys Academy, these were the places where I learned a lot. Then my teachers were, I don't know how many of you would recollect, Father Comin, our maths professor. Then we had, yes, I think there are some people. We had Father Bonnet from the physics department, an excellent gentleman and a lovely teacher. We had Father Corbella in the chemistry department. All these have been my teachers. They have played a great part in molding my personality. And the personality which what everyone talks about is to bear everything with patience and to forge and go ahead and try to give assurance to your students, because today's student community is literally in a doldrum as to what they are supposed to go for or what the future holds for them. I feel that is the most important thing, and that's a piece of advice I have for my colleagues. Remember to give reassurance to your students every step of the way. They really need it very badly. And so I'm very, very grateful to Father Fraser. Of course, has been the peak of all the Jesuits that I've had so far, because as a head of department I have interacted with him tremendously, and he has been really wonderful in the way that he has acceded to every request that we had. Every time I went running to him, Father, we want this for the department, no problem, just write me a letter and I'll pass it. And he would do it. So I'm very thankful to you, Father, for standing by the department in the days that we had difficult times. And of course my colleagues have been wonderful. I should pay my gratitude to my teachers. I think you saw three of them, at least three of them. I think I'll start with Dr. Sukeshwala, who was and is still one of the greatest geologists produced by India, well known all over the world. I am proud to be his last research student before he retired. So he is well known internationally for the discovery of a type of rock called carbonatites. We have two authorities here, Dr. Vilatkar, Dr. Avasya, who are also authorities and literally experts in this field. They carried on the good work from him. So Dr. Sukeshwala, then Dr. Sam Setna, he was my teacher. He encouraged me a lot. I'm very thankful to him, and I will request his imam to please convey this on my behalf to him as to how thankful I am for whatever he did for us. Then of course Dr. Avasya, who was the head after him, and he also literally sustained all of us with his brand of humor, and of course the perseverance with which he would encourage us to proceed with the most difficult jobs in life. After that, of course, Dr. Vilatkar has been a close colleague, not a teacher of course, but he has been a very good friend. We have shared a lot of things, and I'm very, very, very thankful to them that they have graced this occasion, which means a lot to all of us. And I'm thankful that each one of you has given up all the important things in your lives to come here and be with us in this moment of pride for all of us. I just want to thank each and every staff member that has conveyed his or her well wishes to me. It has been basically my trait to treat everything in life with humor, and I feel that is the best thing that we can do, because life is full of tragedy. It's always better to bear it with a little bit of humor. So thank you for coming here, for wishing me well. And of course, my dear students, remember, you are in a department which has a lot of future in it. Remember, geology is one of the most sought after subjects today, wherever you go. The whole world runs on geology. You have the Americans fighting with the rest of the world only because of geology. We have the oil. Now slowly we'll be having major fights on water, groundwater. Remember, in another 50 years, we will be invading other countries which have better resources of water. And so it's geology that plays an important role. My colleagues, I'm sure, will be there to guide you all. Job opportunities are immense in geology. We have done a lot in tying up with major institutions for giving employment to all of you, and I'm sure that the rest of my colleagues will also continue to do this good job with respect to our postgraduate students. Again, I repeat, if you want a good job, you have to do your post-graduation, because that is the least that is expected of you today. So do your graduation, and then we have a limited number of seats. This is something which I repeat in my class. Please remember that you are in the top 14, because we have only 14 seats for post-graduation in geology in the university. So you have to climb a little higher, see that you are in the top 14, and then the world is at your foot. So please see to it that you make use of these opportunities which were not there. I'm sure my colleagues will agree with me. When we graduated, when we did our post-graduation, none of these, except some jobs which were with the government institutions, we didn't have any other thing available at our disposal. So for you, the world is open. Make the most of it. You have excellent teachers in the department. You will get excellent support, and of course we have a fantastic management which stands by. So thank you very much. It's a thank you from deep within my heart as I leave this institution, but it will always be in my heart. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Mazlan.